Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Eloshai, Ba'ashem Rachak Kodash. Alright, the bonus of the apostles and others at Great Millstone who were well and taught us this 100% truth. Much peace and blessings be unto you, hopeful elect out to pushing out this word of thought, truth, and sincerity to all you Akim and say Shalom. I'm the Akim from the servants of Yahweh Shai Camp. Coming in with a quick video off the spirit, and this from the book, going through the book of 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. And I'm at school right now, so Lord willing, it's within the amount of free time I still have before going to class. But going on verse 14, verse 15, it says, "For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain," and that's really referring to these times that we're in right now. I wasn't referring to back then, because you have to realize a lot of prophecies had to pop up back then, and a lot of the prophecies that are popping up right now and will pop up right now. All right, so just these great prophecies being the MOTB, that World War III. All right, the Jacob's trouble that didn't happen back in the ancient world. Yeah, 70 AD. All right, yeah, battles after that, but that wasn't really referring to the scriptures that goes into saying there shall be nation against nation, and you shall hear rumors of war. No, that's applying right now. All right, as we understand the spirit. So it goes on to say that we which are alive and remain, and that being the elect, because understanding that the wages of sin are death, and there'll be martyrs for this in this truth, and not giving that pass away, fulfilling their course, throughout the walk. You're gonna have believers out there, Yakim, that are gonna still be alive to be delivered, so that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. Those that are asleep being the Yakim in the spirit world right now. All right, and the Lord will come back, man, making His second advent. All right, as they say, the second coming of the Lord. All right, that's a real thing. All right, and it's gonna be in an alien invasion style. All right, you're gonna have Yahweh Shai come back on what you so ignorantly call UFOs. All right, with the host of heaven, that being the angels. All right, that's another term that they retain. The host of heaven. So they're gonna come back in the chariots, and they're gonna blow this place of smithereens along with the ICBMs. All right, you're gonna have Esau here coming against the Lord, but ultimately Yahweh Shai, obviously he ordained it to us. Yahweh Shai and the angels, they're gonna overcome, man. All right, you can't defeat anything spiritual. All right, the spiritual material is basically impenetrable, against the carnal. All right, carnal is basically temporary and physically as its vulnerabilities. All right, just like how you could like literally take down a Panzer and all these types of machines that Esau be creating. You can't destroy the chariots, man. They're spiritual technology. So they're gonna come back in alien style, right? In alien invasion style. Like in Independence Day. Yeah, the big old city destroyers, they call it. That big old ship. And it's gonna cover the face of the sky, and that's gonna be Yahweh Shai ship. All right, Yahweh Shai ship being the biggest ship. "For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord Himself shall descend from heaven with a shout." And if I'm not mistaken, that shout will be referring to the lasers being shot down right here, because the Lord's coming down here to destroy, man. All right, scriptures even go into who is He that coming from Edom. That was in Isaiah the 63rd chapter. So with the voice of the archangel and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead and the anointed shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. All right, those clouds being another term for the chariots, and to prove that, there's a book of Psalms. All right, but with me, Hakim. All right. Psalms 104th chapter, verse 3, it reads, "Who layeth the beams of His chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds His chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind." So right there, the point was, who maketh the clouds His chariots. All right, and as a matter of fact, you got something known as a lenticular cloud, which is basically a chariot in disguise. All right, which Esau denies as an actual chariot, and saying basically a cloud-shaped UFO, which it's like a UFO-shaped cloud, which that ain't the case. It's an actual UFO shaped into a cloud. All right, so you want to search that up, Akim, lenticular cloud, and that's a chariot in disguise as a cloud. So going on, it says, all right, and the dead and the anointed shall rise first. That being the Akim, that passed away through the course, and then they're gonna be the first ones to pop out on the chariots, man. Are they gonna be the first ones raised up on those chariots, and then the elect that on the scene right now will get beamed up afterwards. So that being Abba Vivens, all right, King Masha and the other elders of our elders, All right, any other elders that passed away, that below them, they're gonna be raised up first. We believe that. All right, it's written in the scriptures. Then we which are alive, all right, that's I'm referring to the elect now, that are on the scene still, and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. All right, so we're gonna get beamed up afterwards, man, to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. And what these, plantation Christians don't understand is the fact that, getting beamed up, getting caught in the clouds, meaning basically getting beamed up by a chariot, all right, by the light. They just refer to it as a light in the sky, and you just get raised up. But where? They don't know. But we understand it's a chariot. It's talking about a chariot, all right? The beam of light is gonna raise you up. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. And we're comforting one another with these words, man. Always, exhorting one another, as the scriptures say. All right, because you gotta brotherly love continue. Akim could bug themselves out, with all this, understanding the reality. Having that reality check and understanding what's coming. But I want to get out a book of, Amos, the 9th chapter, because this is where it was really headed the lesson going into how the Lord's going to destroy this place, man. All right, and the only ones that are gonna be at the mercy of those chariots are gonna be the elect, man. All right, the hell with everybody else. All right, all you damn 2/3, all you damn crackers. All right, all you damn the rest of you heathens. You guys got that judgment coming, man. All right, and it's gonna be a gruesome, terrible judgment. Away that fire. So, a lot of the Edomites, the military, their Air Force and the Space Force that they got going on right now, they're gonna fall. All right, you already got those depictions of Esau and the jets, the fighter jets going against the chariot. You can't go against the chariot, man. All right, you guys are gonna die. And it's gonna be very, 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 very. That's basically gonna be your death wish right there, man. All right, so Amos the 9th chapter, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom. All right, that sinful kingdom is referring to America because it's perverse as hell. All right, everything you see is just abomination, man. Abomination, wickedness, this and that and a third. All right, women out here being independent, men freaking coming. You look at the modern day Israelite and they're wicked as fuck, man. Smoking weed, hanging with the gun, acting like little monkeys, man. That's a little folly of Jake, man. All right, they're literally without. That's why they're looking to destroy this place. It's basically a mercy kill that this earth needs. So behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom. All right, which really it's a queendom because in this society it's heavily ruled and heavily ruled and influenced by the woman. All right, a so-called woman at least, because there ain't no such thing as a real woman in this society. A woman is supposed to maintain her man and take care of a man. Because it's supposed to be a pillar of rest, as the scriptures say, but ain't no rest here. All right, depart you for this is not your rest, because a woman is against you, man. All right, everything's against you. Your own woman's against you.
Heaven and hath found
so lucky about that, and I will destroy it from out the face of the earth. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. See, and saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, utterly basically mean completely. All right, because he's not going to destroy all Israel. He's going to deliver an elect. That was the whole point. All right, but the rest of you, man, you guys are in for a treat, and that treat ain't delicious, man. All right, that treat is bitter. All right, as a matter of fact, it hurts your tummy. So I'm going to end off in the book of Isaiah, the 10th chapter. Verse 20. A reason it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant, which that word remnant is synonymous to the word elect, all right, a group of people that remain, that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, that being elect, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. All right, we're not going to be in this place anymore. We're not going to be in this captivity. All right, because Esau is the one that smote us. All right, he basically furthered the affliction upon us. All right, you can see the whole history. I don't have to mention it. You already know the history. All right, you already know the history of all the constant vexation they put upon us in this captivity. All right, but there's other captivities as well. All right, back in the ancient Roman Empire. All right, back in the ancient Greek Empire. There's something else to tell slavery, and they basically treated us like property, and they did whatever the hell they wanted to do with us, man. All right, so and it's such as I escaped to the house of Jacob. So like the verb right there. Shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, and truth, because the Lord's not going to cast us out anymore. Or He's not going to forsake us for a time as He used to. It is the promise that we're going to be with them for all eternity now, man. We're going to be perfected, never go off. So the Lord will have no reason to separate Himself from us and vex Himself any longer. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, And that was a promise that we shall be as the sand of the sea. And if I could get that out, praise the kingdom of mine. Because we're going to be, that was in the book of Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter, if I'm not mistaken, verse 3. Went into how we be multiplied as the stars of heaven and the sand of the sea. That's how, Jake is basically the biggest nation there is. That's how big we are. We're scattered abroad all nations. All right, most of your popular and very talented artists that look at the so-called heathen, they're really Jake, man. All right, if I'm not mistaken, Justin Timberlake is an Israelite. All right, Eminem is obviously an Israelite. And varying other artists. So Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter, verse 3. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, because we're likened into a flock of sheep, man. All right, a flock is a group. A circle of beings. That's referring to us. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, whither I have driven them. See, we're scattered abroad. There's Akim in Australia, man. All right, Akim in Germany, Akim in New Zealand. All right, Asia. Basically everywhere, man. We're scattered abroad. Akim in Mexico, Akim in South America, Akim in Central and North America. Canada, Russia. We're scattered abroad, man. We're just like how Esau is the finest of the earth. That's how big our nation is. We're scattered abroad, all those nations. So, whether I have driven them and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. We're going to be fruitful and increase, man. All right, meaning we're going to repopulate the earth and be big. We're basically like jackrabbits, which I always mention. We're like jackrabbits, man. You see a jackrabbit repopulate, they're quick, just like the Israelites. With that being said, this video was edifying. Lord, we continue to push. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Hushai, by Hashem Rachakodash, the bonus of the apostles and others at Millstone who were well and taught us this 100% truth. Much peace and blessings be unto you. Hopefully, you like to pushing out this word of thought, truth, and sincerity. To all you welcome and say shalom. Abad DT soon. Lord, out and shalom.